Hey everybody, Shannon, Black River Tactical. Sorry it's been a little while, coming to you from beautiful southeast Ohio. Wanted to give you an update on this item that came back, Sig P320. Did another video about my decision to send my Sig P320 off for the voluntary trigger upgrade, and I waited for about, I want to say 3 or 4 weeks for the email to come from Sig with my RMA and the shipping label. Shipped the gun off. A few days later, Sig had it about 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks. 2.5 weeks. So I've had it back for a while, but I haven't really done anything with it. I haven't had a lot of time. Been doing a lot of travel for work and everything, but you know, just like most of the, I'm going to adjust here, most everybody else in these videos, I mean, we got, you know, SIG sticker, ATF, handgun safety notice, the book, the 25% off coupon code, and the firearm itself, right? So I have had this gun out, and I have kind of run it through its paces, you know, just in my hand. Seems to cycle fine. I've had it apart. I've had a look at the changes that they made. As you can see, it's got the much thinner profile trigger in there. Not really a fan of how that looks. I mean, I know that looks don't mean anything, but I prefer the looks of the much thicker trigger a whole lot better than traditional 6-hour trigger. But as far as trigger pull, I will not say that the trigger on this gun is worse than it was before, because quite frankly I haven't fired it, and but I have dry fired it a lot here, and I took the time before I sent my old gun in to spend a lot of time dry firing it with it, so that I could make sure I could really had a good idea of how the trigger was. I will not say that this gun and the trigger modifications are worse. I will say that they're different. The trigger feels a bit less crisp to me than it did before the trigger upgrade. And you know, because we're pulling this, of course we clear gun, right? And that little bit right there, there's just a little swoosh. You see what I'm talking about? So I've pulled the trigger, okay, and the trigger, here's my travel, okay. Now I'm at the stop. I've stopped. Now I'm starting to really pull on the sear, okay. There's that right there, that squish. It's like a squishiness there, and then it clicks free pretty well. I do not recall that little bit of squish, that spongy feeling being there. It feels to me, as you can see, the back of the gun, when I pull this trigger, the back of the slide actually moves, and then it presses free. So I've seen people say that. Do you see that? I'm not so sure about that, quite frankly. It may or may not have a bearing on the accuracy of the gun at all. I mean, because quite frankly, when you pull the trigger like you're going to fire, like you would fire on the range, just a steady squeeze off, you don't notice that at all. So it just may be me being overly critical. I still like the gun. I'm going to take it out. I'm going to put probably a couple thousand rounds to it before it goes back into my rotation of guns that I carry outside of my house and trust my life with. So like I said, I can't say that the trigger is better or worse. I can tell you that it's different. And me personally, I'm kind of wishy-washy on whether or not I think it's good different or not. Okay, so anyways, we're going to leave this one right here. I told you guys I'd give you an update whenever I got the gun back. Sorry it's been so late. Like I said, I got it back. It's sat in the box for at least probably a month since I had it back, and then broke it out today and played with it a little bit the last few hours, and these are my observations. Once we get it out and shoot it, you know, we'll see. Love the gun. Loved the gun previously. Think I still love it. But we got to see about this trigger, man. We got to get some trigger time on it, get some rounds down the barrel, and really put this thing through its paces again before we can throw it in the holster and call it good. So, any questions, any comments, leave them down below in the comment section. Like and subscribe us, please. We've got a couple of videos, man, that are doing really, really well. You know, then we got a couple that have been up for 4 months and have like 47 views. So, hey, you know, run around the page, our channel, check it out. If you like what you see, great, like and subscribe. If you don't, fuck off, right? Like we always say. So anyways, this is Shannon, beautiful Southeast Ohio. Still inside because it's nice today. It's sunny, but it's pretty breezy. So at any rate, hopefully in the next couple of videos we'll be back outside and we'll be at the range and we'll be having some fun. Take it easy, everybody.